back to another episode of Solo No More. I'm your host, Catryce, and let me just tell you, if I could go back in time and I could tell my younger entrepreneurial self, dear biz owner Catryce, one thing, it would be to not give up. Like, as simple and as basic as that advice is, it's so important, and I think that sometimes you just have to be told that, and that it's going to be worth it, that it's going to be work out, to trust the process. Coach actually once said, and she posted about this as well, is like, don't quit on a bad day. Like, you can only quit on a good day. And like, when you think about it, like, on those days that things are going so well, you're like, I could do this forever. It's on the bad days when you're like, fuck, I need to reconsider everything. But with all that being said, I would tell myself to not give up, because I look what my life has been the last 3 months. Feels like I can totally see by the way, like, the things that I'm posting and that stuff, it looks like it's overnight success, because one moment, like February, I'm crying on the internet about how I've lost all my clients. I have no money. I'm stressed out of my mind. Come, October, I just got back from San Diego from doing my first like in-person VIP day. I'm literally getting ready to head to Vegas for the weekend for a business retreat. This is the seventh city outside of Washington State that I've visited in the last 45 days. Really, I'm landing clients, and not just like clients, like I'm having people like book one-off projects. Like, not, when I say not just clients, I mean like retainer clients. So someone who's signing up for Solopreneur Sidekick or Evergreen Support Network, but I'm like landing, people are paying for mini IG audits. And I just launched a paid e-guide on Instagram funnels. And I look at my journey as an entrepreneur, it has been hard. Not just necessarily with business, but personal life wise, it has been a journey. I'm a little bit better about not spilling everything online, but I also recognize that, in those moments when I was spilling everything online, it was a case of feeling like I had no one else to turn to, and I had so much to say, and I needed to say it, and I needed someone to hear me. I don't I think there's a level of wanting validation, but I was just like wanting to be heard and wanting to be seen. So much has happened. So much has happened. There were so many moments leading up to this. Like, I'm not making the amount of money that I would like to be making, but I know that I'm really close to that. Um, and, but like, there were so many moments leading up to right now, right this moment as I'm recording this episode, where I was ready to throw in the towel, where I was ready to just give up. And I kept just telling myself, I'm going to give myself 3 more months. I'm going to give myself 6 more months. We're going to try this. We're going to see what works. And if it doesn't work, we're going to go back to corporate. Like, I don't scroll job boards like Indeed and that stuff anymore, but I used to. I think that there's just a level of you got to fake it till you make it, but really it's not faking it, it's embodying it. And for so long, I felt absolutely insane when I would tell people I felt like I was on the cusp of greatness. Like, I felt like things were finally coming together, because I would say that, and then I would basically like jinx it, and then things would fall apart. I really blood, sweat, and tears into this dream of mine to be able to live life on my own terms, to be able to run a business, to be a CEO. I'm building an empire. I'm actually thinking about pivoting Captured Media and potentially opening up another business. Kind of crazy to say, because for so long I've been talking about, reviving, thriving human, and I want to start up the Seattle Content Club, and I still want to do those things, but I finding alignment and I'm finding clarity. And just, I think that at the end of the day, it's like you just can't give up and you have to believe. And I think that's the difference between faking it till you make it and embodying it, is like the actual core belief, like what, like deep down in your core, what are the thoughts you're telling yourself? For me, it's never been like, oh, we're just going to fake it till we make it. It's been like, no, we're doing this. I'm doing this. Like, I am a CEO. I can build a business empire. I can do this. This is possible for me. While I was in San Diego, I met with my client. Her name is Sam. She's in Solopreneur Sidekick. And the very first questions she asked me was, I can't remember it quite off the top of my head. The whole day feels like an absolute blur, but like in the best way. Remember a lot of it, like, but in terms of the very first, okay, I don't know if you can hear this, but someone is like revving their engine or something down the street. Okay, going on though. Um, but one of her very first questions to me was something to the notion of like, what have your other VIP days look like, or how many other VIP days have you booked? I looked her dead in the eye and I was like, this is my very first one. And I just read on her face that she was a little surprised by it, but like not a bad kind of surprise, but like a good surprise. Like she was like, wait, what? And like, I being with Sam and doing that VIP day felt like surreal out of body experience, because it felt like, gosh, whoever is revving their engine, I swear to God, do they not realize I'm recording a podcast episode? How disrespectful. I was saying, oh yes, like it was such a surreal and out of body experience. Like I felt like for the first time, I was like, this is it. Like I'm really doing it. And I've kind of had moments of that over the last 3 months, as like I've landed clients into Evergreen Support Network, and I've had an abundance of sales conversations, and they've been absolutely amazing. And I'm so excited for all the women that I've talked to who have shared their goals for their businesses with me, whether they ended up, signing on as clients or not. Like the world is truly a better place with more women making more money, and like, oh my gosh, the women I've been talking to are absolutely incredible. But with Sam and grabbing coffee, I mean, neither of us actually drank coffee that day. I mean, I don't drink coffee at all. Like, I got hot cocoa and she got a smoothie. We did that, and then we got drinks, and then we got tea, or at least she got tea because I don't drink tea. And then we went to Kettner Exchange. And if you don't know what Kettner Exchange is, you need to research this restaurant. And if you're ever in San Diego, you need to go. The food is absolutely divine. I'm pretty sure they have a Michelin star, like literally amazing. But the whole day, I am just thinking to myself, like, this is it. Like, I'm really doing this. Like, it was the meeting point of, having told myself for years that I can do this, that this is possible, actually being in the moment where I was like, holy fucking shit, this really is possible. This is actually happening right now. It was amazing. And the day did not go exactly how I expected it to, because I had an idea of what we were going to kind of focus on business wise for her. And the day like took an unexpected turn in the best way. And like, it was so cool to hear myself answer her questions and just spill all this information that I had learned over the last few years about sales and content creation and client experience. And I was just like, my gosh, like this is it. This is truly the beginning of this, like cusp of greatness that I've been talking about. Like I've literally for the last 2 years, I've been telling everyone, I feel like I'm on the cusp of greatness. And they probably looked at me and were like, Catryce, you're crazy. But like, I think what's really amazing is finally being able to really show everyone this, like, business that I knew was possible, this life that I knew was possible for myself and for Reese, and to be like, this is it. Like, I wasn't crazy. I know it seemed crazy. Sometimes I even felt crazy. Like, there were days where I would lay on the couch and I'd stare at the ceiling and I'd be like, what am I doing? Like, this is insane. I should probably go get like a full-time like job to help with bills. And like, at the end of the day, don't give up. And like my coach Megan says, if you're going to give up and you're going to quit, you have to do it on a good day and not a bad one. You just got to believe in yourself. Like, if you believe in yourself, you will go so far. Like, truly. And don't just fake it till you make it. Like, truly embody it, because it's totally possible for you to like accomplish all of your goals. Yeah, thanks for listening to this episode of Solo No More, and I will chat with you next week.